Hey Collective, it's Al and welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to jump on real quick. I'm actually working on something for Altruistic Channel that's a follow-up, surprisingly, to the Elon Musk series that I've been doing, which is pretty much one-sided conversation. But I was actually working on that and trying to find the right words on how I was going to speak to what I wanted to reveal that I discovered yesterday relating to the subject of artificial intelligence and raising the collective vibration and so forth. But the point was that as I was talking, or as I was working on and preparing what I would say, I realized that today is June 3rd, which means I wanted to get on here and say officially happy birthday to Mr. Anderson Cooper. As many of you know, I have a huge crush on the man. Not only does he stand for integrity and for the voice of the people, but he's just a really great role model for gay men all around the world. And he's incredibly sexy. Of course, the blue eyes alone are just, they melt butter. So I wanted to say happy birthday to you, sir, if you ever see this. I hope you and your son have a wonderful day celebrating another wonderful year of your life, and may you have continued joy and blessings as you go on. Now, I also wanted to take opportunity to kind of discuss a little bit of business with energy, because I have mentioned before that as a Cancer Leo rising, these eclipses where it's like the lunar eclipse that just happened makes me have a lot of energy, and then we have a solar eclipse coming soon, and that of course it takes over the Leo rising, so it's kind of like a whole thing. But some of you are experiencing a lot of energy right now, and you're kind of feeling either angst or you're just feeling a little bit out of sorts. So I just want to jump on here and let you know what I was going through too, just as camaraderie, and let you know that I'm in a position now where I'm making some decisions on which direction I'm going to go. And one of the things I'm encountering is I'm getting a big push from my higher self, the divine universe, if you will, or my soul, specifically pushing me to start dating again. And so many of you know that I haven't dated since I went on mission. So the idea of putting myself out there is a little awkward. And so I was kind of relating to you all because apparently our energy is being pulled in different directions where we may have been lacking because we've been over-focused on whatever our missions are, or whatever revelations we're dealing with, or whatever shadow work we're doing. So I just wanted to parlay that I too am going through a little bit of an awakening where I realize that I want something much more in my life. But to the idea of going out into the world and dating this weekend in particular, I'm getting a big push to go out like Friday or Saturday to West Hollywood and to just kind of go out and see what the world is like again, because it's been a minute, right? But I was thinking about the fact that I wanted to come on here and speak to Anderson Cooper and how cute I think he is, and happy birthday to him. And I realized when you have crushes on such incredibly powerful people like Anderson Cooper or Elon Musk or even David Palmer, which of course Musk and Palmer are both straight, but if they weren't, no. But my point is, when you have crushes on that type of vibration and those type of individuals who really are working on helping the collective and do a lot of incredible work, it's a little hard for us to ground our energies and realize that, well, that may not happen. So the idea of going out and actually dating this weekend, we're not dating, but going out and kind of seeing what the world is about, things are starting to open up again, and I'm actually nervous. I feel a little bit like a kid, not an underage kid, but like a teenager, in the sense that it really has been a while since I've even gone out. And one of the things that I found interesting is that I've never had a problem with alcohol. In fact, being a bartender for a decade in New Orleans kind of cured me of any issue I ever had with alcohol. That wasn't my addiction. So for me, I can go out and have a cocktail. And so I was trying to figure out if that was something I was interested in. But when you work in a bar, the last thing you do is covet or enjoy watching people get drunk. So for me now, it's not something I really enjoy. But the idea of going out and being amongst people kind of is pushing the envelope a little bit for my comfort zone, because I've been in hermit mode for so long that I realized that I was relating to a lot of you. So if you're finding yourself energetically in this cross point where you are looking at life and you're realizing that you are maybe very successful in the material world, or maybe successful professionally, or maybe very successful spiritually, you're starting to find that whatever the holes are where you're missing things is now becoming more and more apparent to you, and your higher self might be pushing you to do things or to try new things or to go back to things in order to kind of revisit topics and see if there's any merit to it. And so if you're finding yourself in that situation, just know you're not alone. All of us are going through it. And with the immense energy coming through the two eclipses and how they're bookending each other, just know that you are definitely not by yourself, and that I this weekend am going to confront that and just go out. I don't know how it's going to go. I mean, honestly, like I said, I mean, my biggest crush in the world is Anderson Cooper, and then the two other people that I would ever even possibly consider straight. So I don't really know what the odds are, but I'm going to be open to the experience. I'm going to go out. I may go to the beach tomorrow and kind of center my energy a little bit, because I do want to deal with the video that I want to do, which is a follow-up to Mr. Musk's series, because there was an epiphany that came to me that's pretty important that I want to share, but I need to find the right wording, because I have a tendency to overshare information. And if I do ever get to be mentored by Mr. Musk, or actually, if I ever dated Anderson Cooper, I'm sure he would be a mentor too, and in the logical, analytical way that he is. But you know what I'm saying. Now that I'm kind of more focused on mentorship and working with someone who's very grounded, because I kind of have my head in the clouds a lot, kind of looking at the world for what it is and kind of trying to figure out how I fit back into it is a little bit of a challenge. So I'm kind of a little nervous and also a little playful with it, and so I'm not expecting anything really big, but I am expecting to at least go out and see people again and see what that's all about. So if you're finding yourself in it, understand this camaraderie. We're all going through this kind of adjustment, and now that the world's opening back up again, we're kind of have to go back in and kind of start things over again. I'm sure that if you're like me in the dating situation, one of the concerns is I'm very high vibrational, and the way I look at the world is very unique, and the people I'm attracted to are, like I've said, 3 in particular people, and then others that would be at that vibration. So meeting them at a bar seems a little bit odd to me, or a very low chance. But then again, I do believe that the simulation may bring me something that I don't expect. So just wanted to get on here and just start off by just saying that I know there's a lot of energy going back and forth, and that all of us are going through stuff. I do want you guys to keep an eye out for the video coming out later, hopefully today, that is dedicated towards the follow-up, the epiphany I had, and a resolution point to the one-sided conversation I was having with Mr. Musk, and then of course officially wish Blue Eyes, the sexiest man alive, a happy birthday, and just let you guys know that I'm still working on stuff, and yes, I'm up, and it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, but understand that we as a collective are all encountering things differently, and we're going to be going through ascension and whatever you believe, and we're being awakened to different areas that we need to focus on. So just know that you're not by yourself, and that a lot of us are going through it, and just do what I do, just balls to the wall, well, not literally, but like just go for it, and just kind of listen to your intuition. If it's telling you to try something like dating, or try a new vocation, or try whatever it is, just do it, and just know that it's always going to work out. That's it. Have a great night. Bye.